Hi, this is Eric Cressey, and today we're going to show you one of my favorite deadlifting coaching cues, which I think makes a big difference for a lot of people. George is going to be our test subject here, and the thing I want you to focus on with George is the position of his hips relative to the bar as he goes through this deadlift. So I'm going to have you zoom right in, keep an eye on it, and go right ahead. Just set up in the bottom position for us, George. So what you're going to notice about him is he's in a pair of regular cross trainers. Okay, so he's got a good couple of inches heel lift, it looks like. What you see is there's a tendency to drop the hips a lot lower when he is in a heel lifted position, and it shifts him into a little bit more dorsiflexion, so the knees come forward. It makes it a lot tougher to squat that way. What we like to do for most of our guys is go barefoot with these. So let's have you take your shoes right off. Okay. And what it allows us to do is keep our weight back a little bit more. So keep our weight on our heels. We really want to sit back into a deadlift as opposed to squatting it. So you'll notice George is able to get that little bit more of a hip hinge. You'll notice that the hips are a little bit further back from the bar. And why don't you go ahead and take a couple reps here. What you'll also notice is as he deadlifts, as he sits back into the bottom position, he's not in so much dorsiflexion that his knees are really far out of the bar, which is something you will see when people are in a more elevated set of cross trainers. So we'll relax for a second. And then you throw these guys on. A lot of people don't have the wherewithal to go barefoot in the commercial gyms they lift in. So in many cases, the best bet is just to throw on a pair of minimalist shoes. We like the New Balance Minimus. What you notice is it's a much flatter sole, so there's no heel lift in the back that kind of slopes down. Instead, it's just a nice flat sole that he's allowed to sit back into his hips with. So weights on the heels, still a good hip hinge, uses the bar to pull his chest tall, drives to those heels and stands tall. Okay. So the first thing I would look at if you're struggling to get your deadlift down is check your footwear. It's a quick and easy modification that can make a big difference.